And it's not always in the penal or the penitentiary or the county jail. We got a place out here in this free world. What I think is real messed up is if they want to deal with some of the problems that we deal with, let them deal with some of the problems we deal with. Every time somebody black do something, somebody white jump on their back and try to make it. And they wonder why we run around calling motherfuckers bitches. What else would you call somebody that try to take away your livelihood? What do you have left? But our survival skills. Dang, I mean, don't take that away. Rapping is all we really got now. And the only reason we talk harshly is because we living harshly right now. When we all start living better, we all start talking better. Y'all know how bad it is out there. You watch the news like I watch the news. All these little kids dying. The world just bugged out. I remember like problems, but it wasn't as bad as it is now for like the younger generation. So we have to be more compassionate towards them. And rappers are compassionate. It might not seem like that, but we are. With no compassion, you know, it's just violence without morals, and it's just like, don't do that, y'all. Best thing to do is let this stuff run its course.
Y'all, have you seen some of these goddamn churches lately? It's ones that take up the whole block in New York. It's homeless people out here. Why ain't God letting them stay there? Why these niggas got gold ceilings and shit? Why God need gold ceilings to talk to me? Why do God need colored windows to talk to me? Why God can't come where I'm at, where he sent me? If God wanted to talk to me in a pretty spot like that, why the hell he sent me here then? You know what I mean? That make ghetto kids not believe in God. Why? So that's a wrong religion. I believe in God. I believe God put us wherever we want to be at. Then it makes sense that God will put us in the ghetto. That means he wants us to work hard to get up out of here. That means he's testing us even more. That makes sense. It makes sense that if you're good in your heart, then you closer to God. But if you evil, then you close to the devil. That makes sense. I see that every day. All that other spooky shit don't make sense. I have no motherfucking fear. I have no fear. I have only ambition, and I want mine. And I will do anything to protect and feed my family. And these niggas represent a threat. Because I worked too hard on this.
That's why, hey, because everything is right there. Could you imagine? I was making pizzas on the side, bringing pizzas home. I'm calling in my own deliveries.
Hello?
I'm saying, we on Venice Beach. That's what you're supposed to do. I've been in jail for 11 months, Savage. You got to let me get a look or something.
Do you think it's
adults, you know, have mercy and sympathy for everything, from the animals to the whales to fur to everything except us, your youth, the ones who you've given no attention to, who become adults with no compassion. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you walk by a street and you was walking on concrete and you saw a rose growing out of concrete, even if it had messed up petals and it was a little, you know, to the side, you would marvel at just seeing a rose grow through concrete. So why is it that when you see some ghetto kid grow out of all of the dirtiest circumstances, and he can talk and he can sit across from you, make you smile, make you cry, make you laugh, all you can talk about is my dirty rose, my dirty stems, and how I'm leaning crooked to the side. You can't even see that I came up out of that.
Go to that true spot in myself because I'm there every day. I can be me. I can be whoever because I'm true to me. I can go to neutral easily. A lot of people, black, white, Mexican, young or old, fat or skinny, have a problem being true to themselves. They have a problem looking in the mirror and looking directly into their own souls. The reason I sell 6 million records, the reason I could go to jail and come out without a scratch, the reason I can walk around, the reason I am who I am today is because I can look directly into my face and find my soul. It's there. It's not sold. I didn't sell it. It's still within me. I still feel it. My heart is still connected to my body. So I could, any character, I'm going to bring that intensity, that truth, that honesty to it because I have to repay for that blessing from Black Jesus, from God. I have to pay for that by shining. If he give you the voltage and you waste it, that's the curse. He gave me the voltage, I'm going to shine. It's not mine. And I think the movie really shows that through these different characters, how if you're not dark inside and you come to this world, it'll turn you dark. You know what I'm saying? And so if you really have sunshine in you, it's not good to play in the dark. It's just going to extinguish your fire.
Alright, what up YouTube? Tonight I'm back with another video. This video is going to be about the masculinity of Tupac. This is probably a new video in my series that I'm planning on doing. So really this is about to be just a little test run. hopefully y'all like this series that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it on all type of. I'm doing on fictional characters as well, but also like let's say actors, or let's say the actors I might like, or just take some fondness to, like like I think my next one's gonna be like on Denzel, because I feel like he got like a lot of masculine things about him that I think a lot of people should be able to see, or just I can break down and just show you. I want to do this for a long time, and that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, so in the video, I think I'm gonna show like a little slideshow of just him and things like that. But I'm gonna talk about like his attributes, like how he's like his appearance, how his power, how his mind, how his personality all contributes to just how his masculinity shows, like through his character, So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, first thing I'm gonna start talking with is, I think, his appearance. I think Tupac has like this very unique appearance, and I think that it's not something that you see common. And like I said, it's just like a very, like, when you see a bald head, like a nose ring, you already know it's Tupac. Like I said, that's like it's like a calling card in a way. So in many ways, even like with his music, and you can hear it in his music, even with just how his personality is, he's very like much like a trendsetter. If I'm not mistaken, he was like one of the first artists to really start, dressing down and like, and some nice garbs and stuff like that. And he was like the one that I guess started putting everybody else on. Like even like Versace, like I think like I'm pretty sure that Versace invited him to like model like some of his clothing, but of course he was like reluctant, because that's just Tupac. He was very, of course I don't know, but from like what I've seen, like interviews and things of that nature, he was always very, at times he seemed like he was very reluctant to do things, but of course he was pushed to do so, just from just paving the way. Like in some of the pictures you see, like I think I'm gonna have like some of his nicer photos, like him like wearing like Versace and I'm gonna have a wide range of like his style and clothing. Like he may have on like a jersey one in one of the photos, and the next photo you might see him like with that black vest on. Like I think that's like a nice fit. I think I will like, that's something I can see myself wearing, especially like when I get more adult and like start dressing down and stuff like that. That little all black vest thing, that shit just look cold as fuck. And I think it embodies like him and his personality super well. Same thing with, I think he's like wearing like a suit. I think suits is very like underrated, especially like if it's well tailored and stuff like that. Like I think whenever I get, I start getting my little bread for real, I'm gonna start really starting to wear like tailored made suits and just getting it like tailored to my body, because like it just looks like that's something that he can rock, and that's just something that's so like it's in tune with him and his being. So it's like, and I'm saying I'm using like the spiritual term, but it's like it just looks like it was like he probably made that suit, even though he didn't. He handmade the suit, and like that's his suit, and it just looked very cool, and it just looked very like pristine. It just looked iconic, even though, like I said, it's just probably just a regular suit that he probably just had like got it tailored for like just the music video, I'm assuming, that he had. In many ways, like he took this idea like this gang. He grabbed like the idea of a gangster, the look, and I guess that I believe that he probably is like the main driving force of why everybody dressed the way that people dress, like it's like that gangster, like not gangster, but like like a hood person look, like with like the boxers on, sagging pants, that type of stuff. Like I said, I haven't like in my mind, and even just in watching movies and stuff like that, I never really seen that type of stuff until like I seen Tupac, like even in older movies. Of course I'm young, but like I said, and everything, like the thing about media and things like that is things are always recorded. So I just think that, and he was also another person that was always like, he's also one of the first people I ever seen like with wearing bandanas like that. I don't see people wearing like bandanas in like stylish ways like that no more. Even back then, like I said, I just think that he was like legit like a good person to trend set and just set trends, style trends, as well as just, of course, his cultural impact. But with his appearance, like I said, it speaks for itself. Like honestly, like he done like it's a lot of like, even like me looking through these pictures, it's a lot of nice styles. Like with, I guess it's like the death row pictures that everybody had to get like dressed up in all black. it looked like the pictures like I got a very like nice eye like with photography and stuff like that, and the clothes that he was wearing just like it just seemed like it was nice as well, and it went well with him in like the photo shoot. So I really like seeing like his style, and like I said, similar in many ways. Like I said, me and his style was very like the same. Like I said, I like wearing like not tight fitting clothes, but like clothes that fit me well, and like they look like they match. I'm not my personality, but like, you know, like they're made for me. Like I said, I think a lot of people try so hard to wear name brand things and just try to be brand out. And like I said, their clothes don't fit, and it just look like they trying hard. And it's a lot of complexity in simple things. Like I said, if you can get like a regular suit, but it look like it fits you perfectly. Like I said, it can do way better than somebody just having a lot of brand things. But that's the segue. But yeah, and this style, like I said, I really fuck with this style. I really can really see myself doing the same thing, even like with his thug style. Like all the like his thug style, and even like when him like trying to dress up is just, you can tell it's him, and it's like he's not coming as anybody else. He's not trying to look like something else. He's just trying to be himself, and that's one thing I can appreciate. Now, next category I got was, I guess, his power. Tupac has like this sense. His power comes out of his passion. Like I said, he got a lot of fire in him. And like I said, you see this through interview. I think I was directly not trying to show, in the beginning of the video, I'm gonna have like videos of him, but I was directly not trying to like show like his like aggression. But his aggression goes hand in hand like with his intellect and his intelligence. He's very intelligent, and of course, like I said, he was young, so I think just young dudes in general, even like myself at times, I'm very brutish, I'm very aggressive, and I can get like that at times, but and many times when, like I said, when nothing was really going on, like his intelligence shined through his aggression. Also with his aggression, you know, like I said, he for the most part, he backed up anything he said. Like I said, he was very much like he was a rebellious person. He was very much an action. He was a warrior. He had a lot of active energy inside of him. Even though, of course, like I said, he was raised by his mother. Of course, he grew up, and like I said, he was becoming a man for himself and becoming a man that he needed to be, and ultimately led to him just having like this. I think that's why he's like a very masculine figure to like people now. I think even to like myself, of course, when I was younger, I would have some type of admiration for it, like some inspiration behind it, of his like iconic like attitude, like because he grew up with a very like I don't give a fuck type of attitude, and it's very admirable. It's very admirable to see that people that really don't care about everybody else, and it's not like in a negative way, it's just in a way that conducive to people, to one's success. Like you said, you can't care about everybody, and like I said, when you do, like I said, it really shows like the character of who you are, you know. Like, he was very resourceful of a person. He was very intellectual. Loyalty was something that was very heavy. Like, even in, like I said, in interviews, like I said, he put a lot of stock into loyalty. And it don't seem like me watching like those older interviews, it never seemed like anybody was really loyal to Pac, especially until probably like after he died. That's when probably everybody wanted to switch sides and all that type of stuff. But he seemed like a real, like, you know, rider for real. And of course, like I said, I'm young, so I really wouldn't know. But yeah. Also, I feel like he has like a lot of charisma. I think like also like even in one of the videos, I'm gonna show like him talking to that one interview. I don't remember her name, but like he has like a lot of charisma with him. I think that's why, you know, he's probably running through a lot of shit back then, you know. Cause I ain't gonna lie, he was hitting on everything. He had Jada, he had Madonna, he had Kidada Jones. Dang. He had homegirl for Different World. What's her name? Jasmine guy. Of course, Biggie girl, Faith Evans. Damn, he was running through a lot of shit. I don't know, like I said, I think a lot of things I forgot just because, like I said, I used to be a real Pac fan. I still am, but like I said, I got a tattoo of him, but not him, but like the Outlaw tattoo. But I just seem to forget, like you know, he was really running through things. It's like it's very. I think all men, to a certain extent, have some type of like a small level of respect for niggas that can do that. But it was just more about. Of course, like I said, I grew from that mindset, but that was still something that I think I admired. Because I mean, like I said, it's not like appearance thing. It's not like he was 25 and he was bald headed. It's like, it was not even like he didn't put a lot of stock into his appearance in the sense of like, you know how dudes is nowadays, like it's like appearance over everything. And it's like, you have to be a good person and a good character to really, you know, do things. Like I said, he had many, like his morality was there. Like his heart was there. His soul was still there. So I think was speaking to me about it. It's like, it was more like he had something, he had an it factor about him that caused people to like him. And of course, like, you know, and I'm assuming, well, I would think that would be like his soul and like his being, like, you know, like I said, everybody that knows people or just be around people, like I said, people that are actually human is just like, it's a refresher to be around. And people that just authentically like themselves. It's better you may know that they may not be right or may be wrong. It's like, it don't matter besides the point. They'll tell you when they're wrong. Like they say, they had their flaws, but they're not afraid to show their flaws. And I think that's something that's missing with a lot of people. And like I said, I think that's another thing that was admirable about him. You know, like I said, he was very much so always making his mistakes was in the public's eye. I don't think I'd ever seen him or seen interviews where he was like blaming somebody else for something else that he did, you know. And even in his demise, like I said, it's like he had fatal flaws, just like anybody else has fatal flaws. Like I said, this is not a video like to praise him or just be, you know, like a fanboy, just like, oh, this is not. Everybody has their fatal flaws, and he had his, which was he was very rash and just very, for his intelligence, it never slowed him down to really like think about situations all the way through at times, unless it was something like, you know, for revenge or something, or just to get back at something. But yeah, like, he's very iconic of a person, and I find like a lot of inspiration. Well, I admire him in a lot of things, and of course, like I said, he's a person. But I don't try to, you know, like idolatry is not something I tap into. Like, you know, when I was younger, I did. But with Tupac, it's just very, like I said, I don't know. It's just something about that man. It's just like, you know, it's a reason why people still talking about him 25, almost like that's pushing 30. It's pushing 30 years that people still talking about this man and he's been dead, you know? So that's all. But yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah. Be tuned for the next video.